I'm a class 10 student, and like most of you, I study both science and art. But something has always puzzled me. Why do we treat them like they belong to different worlds? Well, it all began when I learned about photosynthesis. I was fascinated that plants could make their own food using sunlight, air, and water. I kept on wondering, how does something invisible create something so vital? I started taking photographs of the leaves lit by the sun, trying to capture that silent miracle. That's when I realized I wasn't just doing science, I was doing arts too. So, why do we separate the two? Well, long ago, philosopher Plato said, art is twice removed from reality. He believed that art is an imitation of life, therefore less true than science or logic. But I think in today's world, art helps us get closer to the truths, especially the kind we can't explain with numbers alone. A graph can show climate change, but what does a photograph of cracked earth or a glacier melting show? That speaks to the heart. In the past, artists like Leonardo da Vinci studied the human body to draw it more accurately, and scientists relied on detailed sketches to understand anatomy. So, what are the scientists doing now? Where they're creating 3D models and even putting it in fitness apps, medical training, and virtual reality searchings. These are not just works of art. These are not just scientific tools. They're works of art, designed precision, proportion, and virtual beauty. Thanks to the education policy, we are finally encouraged to mix disciplines. Art and science are no longer rivals, they're teammates. We see it everywhere. AI-generated art, scientific animation, photography used in research, clearly they need each other. For me, science explains how things work, but art helps me feel why they matter. When I photograph a leaf, I see more than chlorophyll and sunlight. I see wonder, and that wonder is what both scientists and artists chase. So instead of drawing a line between art and science, it's time we start drawing with both. Because the future doesn't belong to one or the other. It belongs to those who can imagine like artists and build like scientists. And maybe that starts with students like us. Thank you.